Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Happy New Year. I'm using my Rider-Waite deck, and I'm just checking to see if all the cards are right side up, but I'm going to read them as they fall today. I don't normally read reversals, but we'll go with it and see what's coming in for us. Whoa, brand new fresh starts. Okay, so this is your daily vibe for the 1st of January 2020. My name is Ahorangi Starchild. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining my soul tribe. If you like this video, please click like. If you like my style, please subscribe, share my videos. I'd like to get my views up. I'd like to get my numbers up. Because it's the 1st of January, I feel like this is going to be a special reading. Even though it's a daily vibe, I'm going to make it a extended version. I don't want to just draw 3 cards because this is a big day, right? We're starting off with a new decade, okay? And so I feel like I really want to have a good look into this. And you can see how the cards have been popping out. I've done a cleansing throughout my whole house. And so this is brand new, fresh energy that's coming in. And we have the Page of Wands that fell out here that's saying, yes, there's brand new energy coming in here for us. Okay, starting fresh, feeling inspired. This is the beginning of a new cycle where there's a youthful approach. You have style, even in the way you dress. Maybe you have gone through a cycle where you have changed. And so you're not just overhauling your life, but I feel like this is more on a personal level where you might have changed your hair, changed your wardrobe, ready to go out in confidence. And I just feel this new passion for life, renewed passion for life with this Page of Wands. But I also feel like your pages are your messengers. This is a page, I feel like these messages coming in today from people connected to you, living in warm, dry, arid areas of the world. So this could be anything from Egypt to, places like Arizona to South Africa, Australia, the dry, hot countries. There's a focus on that. But I also feel like you're starting on a clean slate. There's an area of your life that's been totally wiped clean, and you see the potential of this, and you are ready to step into that newness and to invest your energy in places where there is a potential to grow something. So the second one that came out is the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like we are looking to invest our energy in creating financial stability for us. There's opportunities to maybe even create a long-term committed partnership in the way of family or a legacy. You're looking at how you want to expend your energy to create something that will stand the test of time. So you might be a new addition, or you might have been taken into a new family or reacquainting yourself with family. Maybe you are reconnecting with family members with whom you've lost contact. But I see this tightening of bonds between the viewer and family, or the viewer, if you are the viewer, that there are family members reaching out to you, reconnecting with you. Okay, but this is also about you going out in the public. 10 of Pentacles is your visibility in the world, your standing in the community. So I feel like for some of us also there is an opportunity to fill a role, a new role in playing or making a contribution to the community, or making a contribution to your family. Starting fresh, starting new. So definitely messages coming in. So we have the Knight of Wands. For some of us, you might travel to see family, travel to visit family. There's someone coming in hot and fast here. We have a lot of Sagittarius, Aries, Leo energy coming in. And then that 10 of Pentacles is Capricorn. We have the Lovers. So I feel like there is a decision that we need to make concerning our relationships in the family. Decisions we have to make about our standing in the community. Where is our place in the world? Where do we belong? our sense of belonging, our sense of security. And as you can see, these cards are just popping out. I'm just going to keep shuffling. Okay, so for some of us, there's been relationships that was really bogging us down, really sapping our energy. And coming to the conclusion, and this could specifically be family, that there's some connections in the family that was a heavy burden to carry. And then this family could potentially be a distance from you, because I see the messages, there's communication that is happening over distance. Now, whether this is overseas connections or whether this is someone who just lives a little bit of a distance away from you, because I see there's traveling to and fro. But there's definitely a focus on family and community and your standing in the world, and that it is time to kind of narrow down your scope of practice. Yes, it's good to have a clean slate and to start anew, to build something, create something that will stand the test of time in the way of you wanting to leave a legacy. But it is also important to choose and communicate with the correct people who is going to contribute to this in a positive way and not become a burden, but rather speak the same language. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. So something that we want to work on. There's a lot of fire here. The Queen of Wands, Ten of Swords, Queen. So there's some queens here. I feel some of us might need to deal with gossip, and we need to put up healthy boundaries to protect ourselves. But there is a beautiful brand new beginning here. There's a lot of fire here, people. So I'm gonna make this like maybe for this week that you're gonna have one more card, please. Just one. Oh, we're going to take that one. Right. Oh, now I see. Oh, goody, goody gumdrops. Let me get that. Goody, goody gumdrops. You see what I see? Some of us is getting some everlasting happiness here through a partnership. Some of us are falling in love and we're having a brand new fresh start in family. Feeling emotionally fulfilled and investing our energy and our heart in it, our inspiration and our heart. So, but also being over, we're getting over some. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out another deck and we're going to do some clarifiers. Okay, so I'm going to use my little Rider-Waite here. It's like a tiny little pocket Rider-Waite deck. Okay, so we have these relationships that we're finishing off with that has been a heavy burden to carry. And through releasing the relationships that didn't work for us, we have created new space in our life. So now that we have that new space that we can invest our energy in, we are going to work and we are steadily working our way. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and we're having a lot of focus on creating our financial stability and making sure that where we invest ourselves, that we are doing it in a way that is not wasteful of our resources. I feel like we are following our intuition. We are very inspired. Maybe family is the reason, the driving force, where you want to achieve something for your family or for yourself, for your legacy. But there's also some things that we totally finished off with. We have two queens here, so some of us might deal with gossip, especially with these two queens and this 10 of swords there in the middle. But we're taking a time out and we're not buying into the drama. We are over going into situations where people create instability in our life through trying to influence us on a mental level. We are finishing off with people who aren't on our page. We're finishing off with people who aren't speaking our language. But I do feel like there are mature people around who's connected to the emotions, very spiritual, and I've been looking at the Ten of Swords here, so this is what's falling out. So I feel like there are people around us to help us who are emotionally available and very inspirational. So we have, this is telling me the story of that Ten of Swords. Okay, so this Ten of Swords, we feel like there was something that we wished for, but it was stolen from us, like it slipped through our fingers and it didn't come through fruition. That there was some subterfuge or some elements involved here that maybe had a little bit of self-sabotage in there, but I feel it is like maybe there were some people involved that weren't 100% honest with you when it came to, you know, your hopes, your wishes, and your dreams. That maybe that you had relied on other people to help you to achieve your objectives, and because you didn't invest your energy in the right places, that in some way your happiness or that wish fulfillment didn't quite transpire, because I feel like people didn't place the same importance on your goals as what you did. Okay, so you had to make an important decision, and that decision was to come unstuck and to what's the word, stop the self-sabotage through realizing your own patterns where you self-sabotage and doing a lot of healing, alternative healing, psychological healing, physical healing. So there's a period of healing that was needed for you to be able to regain your own strength, and to also tap into your intuition and your own creativity while you were at rest, while you were recovering from people who are working against you rather than with you, to achieve the best results for yourself, you know, for your own happiness and your own wish fulfillment. So I do feel like your angels are working very close with you, because with this Four of Swords, this is about recovering from disappointments. It is also taking a time out to heal physically, especially with this Strength card. And I feel like there is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio feminine, and a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries feminine people who were either working against you or now coming in to help you to move forward. Now, these two can also be aspects of you. Maybe you have the Leo, Sagittarius, Aries rising. Maybe you have the Sun, the Moon, Mars, Venus, whatever. Just put this reading where it fits for you, okay? And you have been in a period, I would say towards the end of 2019, a period of recovery, because you've been working very hard. Okay, you've been working to relieve your own burdens, putting work into it, maybe even rearranging your schedules, being, how do I say it? Especially with this Seven of Swords there, I feel like you're recovering from deceit. You're recovering from people who are manipulating you. But I also feel like you are now going into kind of like a stealth mode and rearranging everything in your life to suit you better, because we now have healthy boundaries. We have this a sense of curiosity with this Page of Swords, and investigating and being open to a brand new fresh start in something. This could be, I feel like this is family. I feel like this is your relationship, in the relationship sector, because this 10 of cups is falling right underneath the 2 of cups, the queen, and the queen of cups. Okay, so this is the line. So I feel like if you have water in your chart, that there is going to be some sort of communication coming in, where you would have to make a decision in a very important relationship, which will be an offer coming through for you to have a brand new start in family. But it's not necessarily family. It could be anything that makes you really, really happy, because we have the Ace of Wands, which is passion, and we have the Ace of Cups, which is spiritual and emotional fulfillment. So this is highly creative energy. Okay, and after the 10 of cups comes the Ace of Cups. So I feel like this is like the beginning of a cycle as well as the ending of a cycle, because of the 10 of Wands coming into the Ace of Wands, and then we have the 10 of Cups coming into the Ace of Cups. So this is we're starting today off with knowing that we are leaving everything behind and actually just giving it the slip. You know, for some of us, we're just going to quietly lay low and try to avoid people that makes our life difficult, or try to avoid people that is preventing us from recovering. But your angels are assisting you. We have here Archangel there that is bringing people together. Now, tell me more about this. What do we want to know more of? We have 2 beginnings here. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands, please. And I feel like there's a sense of curiosity. We're coming out of a time where we've thrown up our barriers, we've isolated ourselves. We're coming out of a time of respite and recovery. Maybe you're even physically struggling with illness. But I feel through research, if you do have health issues, I feel through research and your own sense of curiosity, you will find the solutions to give you that brand new fresh start, so that you can fully recover from whatever is ailing you. So we have death reversed. That was on that ace, what I was, and we have the Ace of Cups once again. So I feel like there's a transformation, a very, very, very slow transformation in a brand new beginning that has been taken its time to arrive. Okay, because there was a lot of healing that needed to be done. This could be healing of the mind, because it is swords. We had to come to terms with disappointments that we have suffered on heart level, but we also had to learn about boundaries. We also had to learn about our own limitations, and do our own research. I see there's a lot of research cards here. So maybe there's some research that you've been doing that's very inspiring, and you had this idea, and now you can kind of see how you can follow through with the information that you've done to bring about this brand new fresh start through your own effort. Okay, this is your own creativity, but I feel like it's something you're very passionate about. But this brand new fresh start has to do with a transformation that has been happening over an extended period of time. It's very slow, very slow. It's almost like excruciating transformation. Okay, so tell me about the 10 of Cups. I think the 10 of Cups is pretty, explanatory, but I just want to see, is it family? Is it, what's the thing with this 10 of Cups here? It's the Ace of Swords. So I do feel like there is something to do with family and, our place where we belong, our turanga waiwai. We need to express our truth. This is success, it's clarity, it's decisions. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 aces right next to each other. But I do feel this is about your emotional happiness, and that this is the end of a transformation that is taking you into 2024, brand new fresh start, and that you finished off with other cycles. We have the Hangman reverse, which means waiting is over. You've received the enlightenment, you've received the clarity that you need to be able to move forward. And this is definitely for some of us concerning a soulmate connection. If you are clear and maybe you've been waiting for your soulmate to come in, I feel like maybe your soulmate is the one that needed to go through this period of healing and finding clarity within themselves so that they can actually heal their heart to be able to come into a soulmate connection with you, with you in full strength. But I also feel like if you are married or in a partnership, you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, that this is where you're taking your connection to the next level. Okay. Tell me about this Queen of Cups. I want to know what this Queen of Cups is about. I know I'm jumping all over the places. I'm just rolling with it. I just draw the cards as I to the cards what I'm see, what jumps out at me. Let me get the cards right. They kind of, okay. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. So maybe this won't be a daily vibe. I think this will just be like one of those general readings. Queen of Cups, she's working, she's applying herself. Queen of Cups is someone who is emotionally available, who is willing to invest herself emotionally in her career, in creating stability, investing herself in her passions, creating stability in her life, okay? Maybe you also working on maybe developing your psychic skills, or you applying yourself to acknowledge your intuitive skills, trusting your gut instincts, boys. It's but making work of becoming aware of it, and maybe doing workshops of some kind to invest yourself in life in a spiritual way, okay, but being very practical about it. Why is the Queen of Wands here? Queen of Wands is someone who is very fiery, leads by example, very intuitive. So we have the Three of Swords reversed. So I feel like this Queen of Wands is someone who's recovering from heartbreak, and I feel like this could be the same person here. Maybe this is you, aspects of you, that you're recovering from heartbreak. You are going about it in a practical way. You're recovering from heartbreak in a way that you're trusting your spirituality to see you through in a practical way to recover from this. Tell me about the Page of Wands, please. Page of Wands. So we have the King of Cups coming out. So we have a power couple. We have the Queen and the King of Cups. So I feel like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio personality who has found a new project to invest themselves in and feeling inspired, okay? Feeling emotionally fired up and ready to go. There we go. This is the second time we're getting the Ace of Wands here. And so that is really that someone is embarking on a new journey. This is their brand new fresh start. So this could potentially be a masculine, a male, a mature male having a brand new fresh start. In passion, very passionate beginning there. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles, please. Ten of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. So I feel like maybe for some of us we have to deal with a analytical, mature woman in the family who can be very critical, but also very pragmatic, very knowledgeable, ability to pay attention to details, and who likes to keep her own counsel. She's someone who likes to be by herself, and maybe can potentially be very judgmental. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. So there's someone coming in who wants to collaborate as well. Someone who wants to collaborate with you. and there might be messages coming through, 2 or 3 people working together, investing themselves together to create stability. Yep, and I feel like this has to do with work. Maybe there's messages coming to you in work where you are going into a negotiation process to get people to help you carry the load, carry the burden of a very full schedule, and making really good judgments on who to take on, who to help you. And this could also be in family getting together, having conversations with each other concerning responsibilities in the family and how to move forward, and messages coming in and communication coming in on how to get organized with this. Tell me about the Lovers, please. Tell me about the Lovers. Tell me about the Lovers. So for some of us, there have been disagreements and quarrels in very important relationships, and the disagreements and the quarrels have been a heavy burden to carry. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Yep, so I feel like there has been someone saying, like, I can't do this by myself anymore. Taking a stand, becoming very mature, and taking control of a situation that could potentially have been out of control with unrealistic expectations. Okay, someone's picking up and say, what you're expecting is unrealistic. I can't possibly do all of this. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles, please. So once again, Four of Swords, we need to take a break from work. And, you know, there's a little bit of confusion. Maybe there is a bit of confusion over the responsibility that you carry at work and needing to take a time out to recover from working too hard. Tell me about the Four of Swords, please. Yeah, carrying heavy responsibility. That's Capricorn energy right there. Long-term committed contracts, which are working long, hard hours for little reward. Being in connections and relationships that's not rewarding. Relationships that takes, you know, how do I say it? It's leeches off your energy and your resources. Okay, it leaves you feeling empty and left out in the cold. So I feel like we're recovering from that. That is a cycle that we finished off with, because we do have the Ten of Pentacles here. So I think it's like having a really realistic look at how to invest our energy once we have set up healthy boundaries. Tell me about the Nine of Wands, please. Nine of Wands. I feel some of us are recovering from physical illness, because we have the Five of Pentacles just before that Nine of Wands there. Okay. So there is a reunion of some kind. I feel like the load is lightening. I feel like you can let your hair down a little bit now that you have come out on the other side. You can sort of like stop the seriousness, you know, stop being so serious and create time to just breathe and catch up with friends. Tell me about the Page of Wands. We have the Fool. So I feel like there's a sense of curiosity to start. When you have this new cycle, I feel like your world is going to expand, and you're going to take a leap of faith on something that you feel is quite fun and uplifting, and not be so serious anymore. So where is the focus going to happen for us, I feel, concerning this reading? Where's the focus? Because I feel like there's a whole lot of different things happening here. It's between working very hard, carrying responsibility that has unrealistic expectations, and then speaking up to say that this isn't working. I need to work out a schedule that works for me, or I need to delegate responsibilities to other people, whether you have to have a conversation with a manager to let them know that things need to change. And then there's a period of recovery with people who assist you. There is also a period of recovery from people who've been suffering from heartaches, disappointments in relationships, wishes that didn't come true because people weren't honest with them, people were ghosting them, people were giving them the slip, people that were working against your goals, people behind the scenes who were backstabbing you and not being, once again, not being honest. I do feel like they need to recover from people being dishonest and controlling and just using you to further their own situation and sucking you dry, your resources and your energy as well. I feel like people are leeching off your physical energy at times as well. But knowing this, recovering from it, and finishing off with it, okay? Lightening up, lightening the load, having healthy boundaries, and having a sense of curiosity and exuberance, willing to take a leap of faith on a brand new, fresh start that is slow and coming. And this brand new, fresh start is investing your passions in situations that's deeply emotionally fulfilling, speaking your truth and knowing what it is that you truly want, especially with this this little hanged man here at the bottom with this 10 of cups, speaking your truth, because now you know after your recovery and inner reflection what it is that you really desire that brings you happiness on a heart level. For some of us, there is a long-term committed partnership coming in to the point where we actually have to make an important decision whether we're going to invest ourselves in this relationship or not, because we have the Lovers there. So the focus, where the focus is going to be, the focus is going to be on knowledge, educating yourself, also uncovering secrets. Okay, so I feel like, especially with the 7 of Wands coming out, sorry, 7 of Swords, that there are some secrets coming out. So the secrets could be in relationships, partners, lovers, who has been hiding information. This could be secrets of family finally coming out. The skeletons in the closet. This could also be secrets from people at work, gossip, things that is coming to light. We also have the focus is going to be having to make choices now that we have that information. What choices are we going to make? We have a choice between two things, which direction we want to go in. Okay, so this is my Golden Reverie, Lenormand, by the way. And it's these choices about living arrangements, okay? Choices about how we're going to create stability in our life. Once again, with that, what are we going to do with this knowledge and this information? How do we want to move forward in our life? What choices are we going to make? Informed decisions on how we're going to create stability in our life. That is the focus this week, I feel, and it's going to be very clear. We have lots of sword, lots of ace energy, brand new fresh start. I love it. And just remember, we're going to have that lunar eclipse on the 10th of January at 20 degrees Cancer. So what does the angels have to say about this? What does our angels have to say about this? That one's just popping out. There's 2 actually. Archangel Gabriel. Okay, and it says, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So don't let, especially with that Strength card, maybe your confidence has taken a little bit of a knock because of being deceived, because of maybe struggling with physical illness and things haven't been moving fast in a forward direction as you would like it to be. But your angels are supporting you. They're telling you that you have something of worth that's really, really important with manifesting in this world. And with all this aces, I feel like It's about following your passion, following your heart, investing your energies in projects that's authentically you, and then also be very clear about expressing your own truth as well. So we have Maya as the second one, second card. Beautiful. And it says, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So whether you are enrolling in a course or whether you are self-studying, in whichever way, maybe you already have skills and you are honing your skills, you know, because we have the Eight of Pentacles here. I think it came up twice, the Eight of Pentacles. So that's literally investing yourself and paying attention to small details, and that repetitive energy coming through, you know, doing something over and over and over again until you get it right. So I'm going to use Dragon Oracle cards. And who's this by? Diana Cooper. Let's see what the dragons have to say. What does the dragons have to say? Oh, there's two that fell out. We'll just take it. Aquamarine Dragon from Neptune. So Neptune is very spiritual. We did have the Hangman there. And what it says is, it enables you to access your deeper soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive ineffable soul knowledge. So I did feel like some of, and I mentioned it before with that Queen of Cups, that some of us are doing workshops or some sort of work so that we can access our spiritual gifts and access our intuition and become sharper in that way. And then the last card is Gold and Silver Violet Flame Dragon. So you know I'm a violet I'm a violet ray twin flame, okay? And it says, transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. So, you know, this is, that service could be to yourself, it could be to other people, could be in your community. But it's also about changing direction and how you do things so that you can invest your energy to get better results. And I feel like that speaks to this Death card in reverse and the Ace of Cups, that there was this long transformation, because sometimes the spiritual path is a path that can be very time consuming, and it requires a lot of patience. And so therefore that is most probably one of the reasons why this transformation has been so slow, but it is there for you now. If you resonate with this reading, thank you so much for watching. Please share my videos, please like, subscribe, give me feedback on this reading, and I'd love to hear back from you. I'd love to connect with you, and I wish everyone a beautiful first week in January 2020. So this is not a daily vibe. I'm just going to put it up as a general reading. And I just want to say I love you all so much. Thank you for sharing this journey of light with me. Light and love, everyone.